If I told you this yarn texture was printed, would you believe me? Let me show you how to turn any image into a 3D yarn texture using AI, ready for DTF printing. Let's dive in.
What is yarn effect in design?
A yarn effect in design is a visual texture that mimics the look of knitted or woven yarn fibers. It's inspired by textile surfaces, but instead of using real materials, we simulate the fibers digitally using manual editing or AI. The result is a design that looks soft, dimensional, and fabric-like, while still being completely printable.
When do we use a yarn effect?
The yarn effect works best when you want your design to feel warm, soft, or handcrafted. It's perfect for bold text, simple logos, and graphic shapes that benefit from a textile-inspired look. This style works especially well for lifestyle brands, kids apparel, winter collections, cozy-themed designs, or anytime you want to explore a fresh, new visual style. So why use DTF as an alternative? DTF printing is a great alternative because it allows us to print complex textures while keeping the garment flexible and lightweight. Here's a quick comparison. Unlike physical textile methods, DTF keeps production faster, more scalable, and easier to repeat, especially for small runs or custom orders. To start this tutorial, open Kittl and create a new project. Change the resolution to 300 dpi, then click Create. Import your image and fit it to the canvas. Now, click on the Artboard and select Smartboard. Paste in the prompt we made. You'll also find this prompt in the description below. Make sure you're using the Nano Banana Pro model. Once everything is set, click Generate. And here it is. The result looks amazing. Every detail now appears like knitted yarn. If you're happy with how it looks, you can go ahead and convert it to an image. After that, click the Remove Background tool. Now, copy the image and go back to the artboard. Replace the reference image by pasting the image we copied. To make sure the image is transparent, open the Layers panel and turn off the background layer. We can now save the file. Click the export icon and make sure the resolution is set to 300 dpi. Select Artboard 1 only. Click the Remove Background, then click Download. Let's try another one. This time we'll apply it to text. Repeat the same process. Click the artboard, then select Smartboard. Paste in the prompt. Make sure to select the Nano Banana Pro model before you click Generate. Wow, the result looks incredible. It even adds an outline to the text, making it more realistic while keeping the original shape intact. I'm totally satisfied with this, so I'll go ahead and convert it to an image. After that, remove the background. And finally, click Quick Export. And for our last image, we'll try this effect on this Mad Duck logo and see how it turns out. Just like before, repeat the same process. Click the artboard, then select Smartboard. Paste in the prompt. Make sure to select the Nano Banana Pro model before you click Generate. And here's the result. Just as expected, it turned out great. The stitches look uniform and it captured every detail, even the gradient on the text. I'm satisfied with this one as well, so let's make it print ready by first converting it to an image, then using the Remove Background tool. The Remove Background tool did a great job. Finally, we can go ahead and click Quick Export. And if you want to print your design, head over to our website, transfersuperstars.com. We offer different services to help you print your design. Under DTF Transfers, click on DTF Transfers by Size. Here you can just simply drag and drop the image you're working with. Once the upload is complete, you can see the actual size of your image. If you are not satisfied with it, you can just simply resize it under Step 2. Just make sure your design is set to 300 dpi to ensure it's optimal for DTF printing. Also, under Step 2, you can see the price of each design based on its size. Under Step 3, you can see the sample price computation based on quantity. You can also enter a custom quantity if needed. You can also check this box if you wanted it pre-cut. If you want to add more images, you can upload them here. Once you're done, you can simply click Add to Cart and then proceed to checkout.
If you're tired of hitting creative blocks, you need to try Kittl. It's an all-in-one design platform that handles everything from AI generation to pro-level editing. One tool, infinite possibilities, and no more wasted subscription fees. Check the link in the description to save 25% on your plan and level up your designs right now. You've seen how this design was made, now let's see how it presses. First, let's take a closer look at the print fresh off the printer. All right, guys, let's take a closer look at this. I'm loving the shadowing on the knitting. It looks real, it has this realistic look to it. It looks like we got a handmade thing from Nana, you know? Like we got a whole image right here, completely made through yarn. And I gotta say, AI did its thing, all right? But let's do ours and put this on a hoodie, guys. Let's get this pressed. All right, let's get started, guys. So what we're gonna do here first is actually try to use our aligning tool. All right, I know usually we use our laser, but I'm gonna kind of break it down for a way of like people that are very new to this, okay? This alignment tool, put a link in the description below, but this alignment tool is very easy to come by. You can easily buy this on Amazon for a good, like I would say even $7, okay? You don't even need the most expensive one. But I kind of put it up to the edge right here. Doesn't matter if these are a little bit lined over. I like to at least get a good 3-inch mark from these. And then try to level it as possible just so you can make sure that you're dead center right on the middle. Okay, now when that's on there, we are going to first crease our design right here. We want to make sure we get a good midway point, okay? And then after we crease it right there, I'm gonna transfer. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here. I see that the midway point is a little bit over towards the left, okay? But I'm going to do my best to kind of measure this exactly, okay? It looks good. Now what we're gonna do is actually put some heat press tape, okay? I put that in the frame so you guys can see it, how it really looks, but this is the heat press tape. You can easily get this on Amazon as well. I'm gonna press on it just so I can make sure we're right on the spot and then just tape it down. Guys, this is gonna ensure that the graphic does not move, so when we put this on the heat press, doesn't matter how we line it up, it will always stay where it's supposed to, okay guys? Awesome, now I'm gonna take this off and tape the top one. Awesome. All right, looks good. Now, let's get ready. All right, guys, so for our heat press settings, we got 300 degrees with heavy pressure and 10-second press time. A usual case is 7 seconds on the press time, but for this heat press exactly, it only does 5-second intervals. So, all right, let's get started. All right, guys, so to start off, let's just put this on our heat press. It's very heavy, very much heavy. All right, and we're gonna just try to align it as properly as possible. And I understand people that are already experienced of this, they're gonna look at me like, how are you gonna press this with all these seams right here that are just sticking out in the way? So let me show you. People don't know what this is. It's called a heat press pillow. It works very well when it comes to seams like these. We're just gonna put it underneath. What it does is it allows the pressure to at least follow through so you don't have to worry about those seams in the way. Don't get me wrong, if your pillow isn't as squishy as mine, you might need another pillow for sure. So what we're gonna do is kind of get ourselves situated in here. I wanna get this out so we got enough room to press it on here. So first initial thing, I'm just gonna push it in here to see if we have enough space. Okay, I heard a little click. There we go. Awesome. So as you can see, the cushion is kind of taking the impact of what you would have from the seams. So it allows all that further pressure to be on towards the design. So I'm going to also still take this step by step because of the fact that, again, we still have those seams. So regardless, if like this right here was squishy, but I could see right here wasn't. So I'm going to kind of peel up. And I'm seeing that the edges right here didn't get properly pressed. So what we're gonna do is take off the tape and do it one more time. Again, it might be the scrunching up of this hoodie. So I'm just gonna kind of arrange this to be a little bit more straight and covering the areas that have those seams. Let's try to click it. All right, again, I see the scrunched up. That might cause some of the problem as well. So I'm gonna try it one more time. Alrighty. Now this again, I am just going to press down on some of the edges. Ooh, that's hot. I'm gonna heat press it again. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Usual case, if I did this on a 15 by 16, I would have been able to peel it straight off. But I want to make sure everything adheres nicely. Okay, cool. Now we're going to do a second press. There we go. All right. Sweet. Yeah, it looks nice. Wow. All right, let's take a closer look. Yeah, guys, let's take a closer look at this. I'm gonna be honest with you, this would fool me. This would completely fool me. It looks clean. All right, let's get a closer look just to kind of really make sure that this isn't, you know, yarn. Yeah, this is great. This looks good. I think we did a good job, guys. The detail on here, the shadowing, yeah, we did a spectacular job. I think this came out really nice. All right, sweet. All right, guys, we showed you how to create this design using Kittl's AI, then brought it to life for printing it and pressing it onto a hoodie. The end result, a wearable, breathable design made easy with AI. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you guys are looking for a reliable DTF supplier or just thinking about switching your existing one, come give us a shot. All right, guys, that's it for me today. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.